Hi guys, welcome back to the Honey Pop. Today we have a huge interview. We're super excited to get to sit down with SB19. They are a Filipino band, and just incredible, incredible. They have had so much success globally. They just had their first US TV debut at Good Day, New York. And we're just super honored and super proud of them. And, we are 18s as well. And it's just, we love them. And we are so honored that they sat down with us today and we got to speak about their new single, the TV debut in the US. And we just got to chat about Filipino culture and everything. And so without further ado, let's get into the interview.
Get in the zone,
Great. I'm Ken.
I'm Justin. Pablo.
I'm Josh.
I'm Stel.
We are
SB19.
It's been 3 years since your breakthrough single, Go Up, has released, and you've accumulated a major and dedicated following through your fandom 18. Yeah. What do you think has been the most important thing you've learned as artists since your breakthrough single was released?
I think one of it is that as an artist, we don't just perform, we don't just do our thing. We should think of the people who are watching us. We should always inspire. We should always be a good role model for them, especially for us that most of our fans are 18 or the ones that following us are on the young generation. So it's quite a responsibility for us to do great things to inspire them.
Nice answer.
That's nice.
No, I love that answer. That's a very good answer. Thank you. And so you just released your first English single, Where You At? How would you say this was different compared to your typical singles you record in your first language? And what made you choose to record this particular song in English?
I think it's always a different experience when we're recording all of our songs. But for this one, Where You At, I think you guys can answer because for me it's the same thing.
Why are you looking at me?
The difference, I guess it's just the same because for me, our songs really reflect, and also we only, how can I say this? Our songs we only reflect from our experiences. That's all what I can say. All our song is all about our journey, our experiences, not only as a performer but also our personal lives. So that makes it different from other songs, but not different for an SB19 song.
Yeah. And I think compared to our previous discography or previous songs, this one's a bit groovy and chill. While the first album that we released is a bit more aggressive. Yeah, it's on the pop rock-ish style, and a little bit of hip hop, and then the ballads. So it's always different when it comes to recording. But compared to Filipino language and then recording English language, of course we're more comfortable in recording our first language. But then since English is also our second language, it wasn't that hard. We were able to adjust well. So yeah, I guess there are some things that needs to be addressed, but then with the help of each other, we were able to do it well.
Very good answer. Thank you so much. So I'm a music lover myself. I love pretty much every genre out there. Even if I'm not I don't gravitate towards maybe say country all the time, even though I'm Texan. So that's kind of weird for me. I'm not a country girl, but I do see the beauty in it. So as a music lover myself, I kind of want to know, I've heard you guys are really involved in like the creative process behind your music and your music videos and everything. How involved are you in the production side? Because I find it super fascinating, even though I know nothing at all about production at all, but I can hear some things in like your songs. I'm like, okay, that sounds super cool. So I would love if you guys could kind of touch on the production side and all that for your music.
I think that's one of the things that we're really proud of. From choreographies to making lyrics to even directing music videos. We do that ourselves, but of course with the help of other people around us. And
Well, for the recording, when we record our songs, most of the time Pablo is the one who's handling the computer or being the sound engineer when recording the song, and then for the choreographies, actually all of us are trying to add up, but mainly Stel is the one who's creating a skeleton for our choreographies. And then for the music videos, we kind of for me, I tried to make a PowerPoint presentation at first to conceptualize the song and such. And then for the more on the productions or the technical side, we kind of team up with actually with everything that we do. We have our staff, our management to help us. But then the way we involve ourselves is more on how we want to work. So because it's very important as an artist that we're very comfortable on the things that we're going to do. So for example, even on the schedules that we're going to do, our management are going to ask us to, when are you most comfortable to wake up or something like that. Even the smallest thing, we kind of try to involve
yeah, it
ourselves.
makes a lot of difference.
Yeah.
No, I love that because I think you might not be super like an expert at something, but I love that you guys are trying to involve yourself in every aspect of the music industry and your music in general. Because I think that's what makes your music so special, is because you guys have a hand in it. You might not be like a production expert, but you're still in the room listening and being like trying to be involved and at least know the basics. Because if I was in the room, I'd be like, I don't know what this sound is, but this is what I want in a song. And so I think it's really great that you guys are involved as much as you are, and I think that's what makes you guys so special.
Thank you.
Thank you so
So we've seen with K-pop that Hallyu, the whole wave has come and it's made a lot of Korean culture popular globally. Is there anything from the Philippines that you would like to see gain international recognition and love alongside your rise to worldwide fame?
I think all of it.
Yeah,
Because for us, Filipino culture or Filipino heritage is really rich, and even us, ourselves, we couldn't really fully explore the Filipino heritage because it's so vast and very rich. So, I feel like, yes, of course, the language first. The language is, something that's we want to promote all over the world, and of course, the food. Yeah, the food. I miss our food. Ever since we came here in Dubai, when we came to Dubai and we went to the US, the food is American food, as of course. We're always craving for the Filipino food and the rice. It's like it's something missing, something missing in us. So of course, yeah, we would like for the whole world to get to experience the Filipino heritage, the language,
And the
the
tourist
places
spots
as
as
well,
well.
yeah.
tourist spots as well. Yeah.
Beaches in the Philippines are really amazing. You should try going there if you have free time. You should visit Boracay, Siargao, what else? Cebu. There are lots of things to do in the Philippines, so it's a really good country.
And I also think that it's really important for this to be known, because it would be a really big help for the Philippines to be promoted all over the world. And I think there are lots of Filipino talents that are, I feel like Filipinos should be. I hear a lot of people say Filipinos are really talented. They're really good singers. They're really good dancers and whatnot. But we're not really in the map yet. You feel like we could give it a little more a boost so that the profile of the Filipino music can
Get
be
tired.
known all over the world.
No, I definitely agree. I've only in the past year since, well, a year and a half since I started working with the Honey Pop, a lot of our team is very heavily involved with K-pop. And so it's a personal project of mine to kind of expand it a little bit more and not just K-pop, because like the entire like Asian markets, like everything deserves promotion in my opinion, because there's just so many different like talented people from everywhere. And I'm just like, with us being all connected globally from like social media, I'm like, it's overwhelming because there's a lot of talent. Just it's a lot. But I think it's just so important for everyone to kind of like go out of their comfort zone and find like your new favorite band, which is gonna be y'all. So
There's a lot to see and a lot to hear. Yeah, right.
no, definitely. And we love you guys at the Honey Pop. Like y'all are we're constantly like, oh my gosh, we gotta write another article. Like,
Oh, thank you.
of course.
Jinx.
So you recently just performed at Good Day New York, and it was your first US TV debut. Congratulations. It's super exciting. And so that was really special for you guys. What has been your highlight experience with your fans, not just at Good Day New York, but kind of overall? What would you say has kind of been your highlight?
Highlight?
Well, do you mean like in
The US,
US?
when we arrived.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could, if maybe say the US, since you just performed at Good Day New York.
Well, 18 has always been a highlight for us. Of course, in our tour, in our show, in our concert, 18 has been really supportive. But one of the moments that really, really memorable for me is when we were done performing at the Good Day New York. When we went down from our car, a policeman like told us, "Oh, I just saw you earlier in Good Day New York or on TV," and we were like, "Oh, people are recognizing us, starting to recognize us," and for us, it's a step forward for our goal, and we're really really thankful because we realized. Someone said that there's 7 million people watching that show, so it's a really big help for us.
Yeah, Good Day New York is one of the kind of the biggest I guess TV programs. So it's very incredible that you guys were able to be on it, because I think it's just going to help launch like your US career as well. And then also globally, because I know people globally watch Good Day New York sometimes. So I think it was very great for your career, and I'm very proud of y'all. That was incredible. For our last question, because we're getting close to your time, so since we're the Honey Pop, and we love all things sweet, could you share a sweet memory that you have as a group?
Oh,
Sweet
memory.
memory.
Sweet memory. Wow. Do we have one?
Do it like should each of the member share?
Yeah, if you want to.
I mean, anything naman. I mean, if it's collective, we're
When the two of them is about to fight, that's the sweetest memory I have. No, I'm just kidding. So, everyone can share. Everyone can share.
To me personally, I think it was back when we was trainees, when we were still new, and I still get I mean, like, because when we were trainees, we usually go to the mall to eat together. So I think it's the sweetest thing that I could remember with my members, with my brothers. So
oh,
I can't forget that.
Let's do it right now.
To add on that, I think one of those times where we went to a very cheap market in the
Yeah.
Philippines. And
Because that's the only thing that
we can afford, and we're trying to buy with our small budget. We're trying to buy costumes, our shoes, our boots. We just need to adjust. For example, Pablo, he has the most clothes
Yeah.
that he can share to us. So we're kind of like, oh, you can use this instead of buying something like that. Those moments.
He's the wardrobe.
One of those sweetest moments was when it's Justin's birthday and he treated everyone. I hope so. Justin
every day.
yeah, this every day. It will be the sweetest.
And there's something like he has this paper inside, and then
Inside the bowl.
well,
Inside the
inside,
bowl.
inside the bowl, and then we just going to fortune
Ask for names. I'm going to ask
for names.
because back
Lucky
then,
winner.
my parents still gave me some
Allowances.
allowances to eat during our trainee days, and then so there's a bowl of
Fishbowl.
names there in our studio. So I'm going to
Random
ask
names,
members
random
to
names.
give me some names. So they're going to say like Nicole or whatnot, whatever name. Then I'm going to pick a piece of paper, and then when they were able
they
to
will
guess
guess it, right?
what name is it, I'm going to treat them for lunch or for dinner.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Among the members, he's a little bit fortunate than the others.
He's
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think
those during our trainee days.
For me, my favorite memory is when we are having open forum or a small
That's
pep
really
talk,
important.
because that's the time when I feel that everyone is very open, and everyone is willing to listen to everyone. We usually we usually have this open forum when we feel
Having problems.
yeah, when sometimes we feel that we have a problem, or when something's not right like that, and someone our leader will always ask us if what's the problem, or do we guys need to talk about it. So that's my favorite memory, when we have a small pep talk or open forums. Yeah.
That's sweet.
I
Ah.
can't anything, my God. Oh, do you want me to share something? The sweet memory that I remember. The time when you were mad at me, and then the next day, not next day, after 2 days, you called me and you say you're sorry. You remember that?
I couldn't remember.
I don't even know that.
And I think the most sweetest memory too is like when we have birthdays, because
We're surprised.
there's surprises and our fans celebrated with us too, and there's a lot of gifts, and that's the
There's a lot of
moment that
cakes.
there's a lot of
cake.
cake. That's the moment that's
Yeah, and our parents will come because we have food like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's all.
That's all. A
No,
lot
I
of
love that.
memories.
I love that. I think it's your relationship together kind of it's like a aura. Like I can feel it through the screen that you guys are just very connected, and I think it's really beautiful. I think you guys all have so much respect for each other, and you guys have come together and are creating beautiful works of art. So thank you. But I think like that whole question, I was like smiling. I was like, this is so sweet. I love it. Like it's just your interactions together. I love it. And so thank you. Thank you so much for like sharing. And yeah, we appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Brittany.
Thank you,
Thank you for your
Brittany.
time.
So that was our interview with SB19. As you can see, they are an incredible bunch. We love them so much. The relationship that they have with each other is incredible. And you can just feel it through the screen that they really care about each other, they care about their music, and they care about their fans. And that is all we could hope for with a band. So we just want to thank them again for sitting down with us. It was an incredible honor. We are 18s at the Honey Pop. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed the interview. We're going to have all of their links down below, even some past articles that we've done about them, so you can kind of jump into the world of SB19. And then also we will have our links down below as well. We do have a Discord where we talk about all things pop culture. So we're there pretty much 24/7. We'll talk about music, TV, film, podcasts, gaming even. Pretty much if you want to talk about anything, we are literally talking about everything. So definitely come and join us. As I said, we're there pretty much all the time, and we would love to get to know you and chat with you, and you can make so many friends, and it's just all around a good time. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope you really liked this interview as much as we liked conducting this interview, and we will see you next time.